Hello, my name is Kelly Rojas, and this is my community in words and pictures. We are going to be looking at Pottsville, Pennsylvania specifically with an estimated population of 13,555 residents. For demographic information, we'll start off by talking about race, which is heavily dominated by Caucasian individuals. We do have African American and Latino cultures in this area and ethnicities, but specifically it's primarily Caucasian. We do have a female-dominated population coming in at 52.3%. Our age distribution is vast, but also it is primarily individuals who are over 65 years of age who reside in this area due to this area not having as many resources, as well as this area being, inexpensive to live, but also the views of the individuals in this area are that of older views, and they don't think very highly of newer views, and it can create some tension in younger individuals living here. So most younger individuals move to different areas. Our crime rates are increasing. There is a 4.62% violent crimes and 19.01% in property crimes. The violent crimes specifically are going to be aggravated assault, armed robbery, rape, and murder. And in this area, you have above average chance of being a victim of a property crime, which would be a motor vehicle theft, arson, larceny, and or burglary. And this is due to the high influx of drug, alcohol, and addiction disorders that are in the county, specifically Pottsville, which is like a mecca for these substance abuse problems to flourish. Education in this area, most individuals do not go on to higher education after high school due to the factories and warehouses located in Pottsville that most people often go and work in. It is a great source of employment as well as a great way to provide for your family. Individuals in this area, 15.8%, do go on to a bachelor's degree or higher, but like I said, most go on to either like a trade school or go right into factories and warehouses. Poverty in this area is on the rise. It's at 11.6%. And the median household income is at around $40,000, which is hard to raise a family on. It's also very difficult for people who are living in poverty to get the necessary resources in this county due to funding restraints. We have a homeless shelter in this area, but it cannot even come close to servicing everyone that it needs. Our religious preferences in this area is mostly dominated by Catholic beliefs, but there are Lutheran, Presbyterian, Methodist, and other religions in this area that people practice. So important community institutions, we have formal and informal. Formal are the major employers such as High Ridge Industrial Park, again, major factories, major warehouses in this area. We do have Lehigh Valley Hospital, courthouses, the Yuengling Brewery, which is the oldest brewing company in America, which brings a lot of tourism to this area, and it's what we're known for. There is a heavy industry in coal mining and factories again. Schuylkill County as a whole, which Pottsville is located in Schuylkill County, is the coal region based off of the coal miners who founded this area. Other institutions such as economic, educational, and religious and political would be different schools. So we have public and private schools. Specifically, Pottsville High School is the public high school in this area, whereas Nativity of the Blessed Virgin Mary High School is the private high school in the area. We do have Pottsville School of Nursing, which feeds into the Lehigh Valley Health Network, the Lehigh Valley Hospital, which is able to provide great jobs for individuals who successfully complete that program. There are multiple churches, and we do have one synagogue. We have senator offices, which are located in the business region in downtown Pottsville, along with different eateries, hair salons, banks, pharmacies. It's definitely very business and urban in that area. We have different church groups, such as the Knights of Columbus and the Catholic Women's Guild. There are different and specific church groups in different churches. It's just unique to that church what they offer. We do have different neighborhood groups, such as social clubs, which are located at fire companies, and the fire companies are social clubs that people have to pay fees to go to. We do have different sports leagues. High school sports in this area are huge. We have recreational sports such as midget football, little league baseball, soccer. Sports are definitely very big in this area. So different community celebrations that we celebrate would be Heritage Day, Winter Carnival, which is all of the different high schools coming together and they kind of throw a beauty pageant. Different block parties, which are held by local parishes and different fire companies who fund those. Also to mention, we had this past summer the Yuengling 190th birthday celebration, which was great because it brought different individuals to Pottsville to celebrate the Yuengling 190th birthday, but also it brought many individuals in the community together. These are the maps of Pennsylvania, specifically Pottsville. I thought it was very interesting to pull up the Google map, which shows the Yuengling and Son Brewery, as well as the Yuengling Home, which is what we are known for in this area. In Pennsylvania, the top map to the right, it shows that Schuylkill County is bordered upon the Susquehanna Valley and Dutch country. It's extremely important that I mention the Dutch country because there is a lot of Dutch influences within Pottsville. And the bottom map on your right shows Schuylkill County as a whole, and you can see that Pottsville is the middle of that county. A good assessment for the community based on the Ohio State University fact sheet is as follows. I did it based off of the 9 key factors that would make a good community. So safety, unfortunately, crime rate increases are on the rise, as well as there's an increase in more violent crimes and the increase of the drug usage and the drug population. In my eyes, I don't view Pottsville as a very safe place to live. Goods and services are able to be fully achieved and accessed if you have the monetary resources able to provide those goods and services that are needed to live. If you unfortunately do not have an income coming in, if you are living off of, government funded programs, the goods and services that are offered to you are very minimal. Relationships that bind citizens together, which would include not very much in this area, unfortunately, because individuals with opposing views are looked on very negatively. Ethnic diversity is essentially frowned upon. Individuals really stick to their own views and what they view as correct. Like I said, our population is heavily influenced by older Caucasian individuals who unfortunately oftentimes don't have a wide range of knowledge of what's going on in the world, and they don't care to because this county, specifically Pottsville, is stuck in their views and they don't really change with the times. Not everyone, but most are not, very diverse in thinking. The commonality of values and goals, views differ. Certain individuals can pull together at certain times through the different communities. It's a very political town. It's a small town, so you have to know people in order to get things done. The whole person principle, if you are working and providing for the community, you are definitely viewed as a whole person. But if you are not and you are living off of government funded programs, you are not viewed as a whole person. Unfortunately, individuals in this county, specifically Pottsville, are very judgmental, and that is horrible to say, but it is true. And it's hard to view people as a whole person when people don't think that they are providing to the whole, which I don't know how people can judge just off of looks, but a lot of people do in this area. And every action that a person commits is viewed under a microscope because it is a small town, so everyone knows everything about you. Predictability, it is very predictable. You do have those nosy neighbors, the small town, who are sitting on their porch, have nothing to do, and just will let you know if something is off. A recognized place in the social structure, individuals believe what they were instilled to believe. Most people do not, deter and pull away from what their family has told them to believe. Some do. Those people usually move out of the area. That's why it's so heavily populated with older individuals. There are opportunities and it is expanding in this area. Unfortunately, it's not, at the pinnacle yet, but it is on the rise, growth within our hospitals and factories. So that's also a plus for Pottsville. The homogeneity, preventing conflict and creating diversity are the two main points of this piece. Unfortunately, in this area, mixed diversity among the residents is kind of tricky because diversity is also oftentimes in this area viewed as very negatively. So obviously, conflict will not be able to prevent it due to individuals having a small grasp or knowledge on what's going on. So diversity in this area, unfortunately, is not able to be as achievable as I would have hoped for or liked, but this was a tricky area for me to assess in Pottsville because it's not easily attainable. These are my references. Just to finish up talking about the assignment as a whole, I think that Pottsville is not the best place to live. Definitely, we are growing in opportunities that people have, but I don't think that it is a place that most individuals would want to live. I think a lot of people are moving away from the area because it is being taken over by individuals who do have addiction issues. And that's unfortunate because the people who founded this area were very hardworking individuals who just wanted to provide for their family, and they went out working in coal mines day in and day out, risking their life to provide. So it is unfortunate to see what's going on in the area. With that being said, there are really some great individuals still who live here and try their best every day to make things happen for people. So that is my project. Like I said, these are my references, and thank you so much.